why do you think Elon Musk bought Twitter? It's not because he's a lunatic who wants the pain. He actually wants us all having conversations with each other all day on every topic. Why does he not want bias in it? Why does he care so much? Because a biased AI is not a good AI. What you want is as much broad humanity as possible. This is why he wants long form text and video text. If he can get humanity discussing everything and he owns the data, then his Optimus robot suddenly gets quite scary and smart. This is the bigger meta game that everybody's playing. It's not the small games of, can I serve you an ad any longer? It's how do I mean, a lot of people don't realize that Google Capture, that annoying thing that you have to figure out how many traffic lights there are and you always get the number wrong and they're always really blurry. 90% of people don't even ask why. You're training Google's self-driving AI. And that they've got billions of human responses under bad lighting, good lighting, everything else. What's a dog? What's a man? What's a bridge? They're just training AI. We, really as humans, are just training AI in the same way. I don't think we understand, and we'll come on to this bit later, what we're doing. We're training somebody who's going to take us over.
So Elon Musk has a really funny, but perhaps all too prophetic way of thinking about it. He said, everybody that thinks that they're going to be able to control AI is sitting in a demon summoning circle and bringing forth the demons saying like, no, it'll be fine. I'll be able to control it when it arrives. And so in writing my video article on AI, I think that there are 3 paths before us. You can bury your head in the sand, which I think a lot of people are doing. I think that's sort of the default response. You can shake your fists at the sky and say, we need to abolish this. Or you can panic. And the 3 things that are most common, there's obviously the 4th, which is engage intelligently, but the 3 most common are bury your head in the sand, try to abolish it, or panic. And when I think about, okay, what we need to be doing is intelligently engaging with this, you do have to come up with a thesis about where this is going to go. You're not going to be right, of course, but if you need to at least be thinking through directionally where this is going to head so that we don't default to abolishing it, which is what I think people are going to try to do.
Tom, this is the point. It's like saying we want to abolish the common cold.
Correct, or more aggressive than that.
There's nothing we can do, because if you ban it in the United States, it'll come out of Brazil, or Israel, or China, or India, or England, or anywhere. It's like nuclear weapons. Once they're invented, you can't uninvent them. So the genie's out of the bottle.
Well, so even going back to the nuclear thing, so splitting the atom is incredibly difficult. And unfortunately, or fortunately, creating a functioning large language model is nowhere near as difficult. And so we're doing it at Impact Theory. You buy a server off the shelf and you can do a lot of this stuff. So we're creating the Tombot by feeding it, the thousands of hours that
we're
there
doing the same
exist.
With Real Vision, we're doing the same.
You don't need plutonium to do AI. You need plutonium to do nuclear. So, and your boy that runs Stable Diffusion is giving AI away as fast as he can to governments. So the thing I want people to understand, you're 2 decades too late to abolish it. And so that's done. But if you don't figure something out directionally, if you don't have an idea of where this is going to head, so here's how I think. Now, between the 2 of us, I'm the one that should not be speculating about the market. So you will correct me where I go astray here. But when I think about, okay, what is going to happen with AI in terms of the markets, the good news about the markets, at least as my lay brain sees it, is that as you have AI getting into it, right now we have people trying to do a winner-take-all scenario using AI, and it didn't work because it proliferates so quickly, and all of those changes end up getting priced into the market very, very quickly. So it actually creates a level of efficiency to, please remind me how to pronounce the gentleman's name that runs Stable Diffusion. I keep forgetting.
Emad Mostak.
Emad. Okay, so as Emad is saying, is like, this must be a public good. You must give this to as many people as humanly possible so that you don't get something asymmetric, which turns into asymmetric warfare, which then really becomes a problem. So assuming that AI is going to get out there, you will have people train the models better, but that gets back to what's the differential between one and the other. And so now you're back into a human. It's at a different scale because the level of intelligence, again, is just astronomically higher. But you get back to it's AI v AI, and AI with, if we're smart, AI paired with a human, paired with regulations, compared to AI paired with another human, paired with their regulations. And my hopefully non-naively optimistic view is that by getting this out there to more people, because there is no retracting it at this point, that you're going to get back into something where it just never gets wildly asymmetric. And it sounds horrible when you say it, but this really is, it's the tragedy of the commons, because if we don't, someone else will. So if we don't develop this technology, someone else is going to. And that if we're not very, very careful and trying, instead of regulating it into oblivion, trying to invest in it to get as good as we can, we will be on the losing side of the asymmetric warfare. And so it is, I remember as a kid, oh God, this really does sound terrible. So I'm old enough that I lived through the Cold War in like a super real way, where it was like me and other 8-year-olds were like, oh my God, like we're all gonna die. And I remember going, no, we won't, because if somebody launches a nuclear weapon at us, we would just retaliate. And I didn't have the words to say it's mutually assured destruction, but that's, obviously how we know it now. Okay, so just to take the three things that we can't do to get us to the fourth that we must do. So bury your head in the sand. Doesn't make any sense. It's going to happen whether you want it to or not. The genie's out of the bottle. Trying to abolish it. Tragedy of the commons. You will lose asymmetric warfare if you don't get as strong as humanly possible. And then panicking. The blood leaves the prefrontal cortex. It's the seat of higher level cognition. In the face of artificial superintelligence, it seems really dumb to panic. Okay, so as you think about that, I want to understand, how are you deploying AI in real vision? We'll start there. How are you deploying AI in real vision?
So the game is going to be about, this is like the internet. Because of what you said, everybody's building AI, and it's going to be how you utilize it and your data set. You can say, well, everyone had the internet. Yeah, but Amazon, Google, and a few others won at this phase of the internet. So we've been given something else like this, and it comes ready trained with some stuff, and then we can build on top. So you're putting your own data in, it's the impact theory, it'll be the Tombot. So we're thinking, okay, what can we do with AI within real vision by having proprietary stuff? For example, I've written 19 years of research, part of Global Macro Investor. Okay, so that's an interesting data set. There's also every transcript of every interview we've ever done, every action taken by everyone on the website, and then so on and so forth. So it's going to be about who gets the best data sets and how do you use them.
Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Leave us a comment down below about what topics you would like to see covered next. Thanks for watching.